All right, so forgive all my humble surroundings. I'm working on a few projects at the same time, which is not advised. Don't advise doing that. But today is a video about opening up a Les Paul that has been hardwired. So this is if you want to change the faceplate or put some different strum switches in. It's up to you. You know, there's tons of things you can do. Now, I believe for most of the guitars that I make these days, I try to use Torx screws as they come in most of the guitars, and I try to keep the original screws. Did I not? Oh, I did put one in there. Oh. That's my T. That's my tiny one. Where's my... Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Now we'll just cut that out. T10 for the outside screws. And some of these don't actually come out for some reason. Sometimes that happens as long as you're getting a little bit of a lift whenever you take your screw out. Should be fine. So you would take out all the screws like you would normally, or at least unscrew them. Jeez, I tighten these things so tight. Now, the reason I'm opening this up is so I can put this white strum bar from an SG into this guitar, as it's a Frankenstein guitar. So now, for the most of these, I do have it glued in instead of screwed in. I feel like a screw to sink the body to the neck is a little bit excessive, especially if someone wants to open it up and do it themselves. So what I'll recommend is to take off all the screws off of the neck as well, just for safe measure, because I'm not sure whether or not I wired it like that. So that's basically just how you open that up. If you wanted to change any of your frets and stuff, if you wanted to change any of your frets and such, you could just open it up from here. Now, changing your faceplate is a bit more difficult. You actually will have to desolder the board to take the neck off, to desolder the faceplate, or to desolder, to change the faceplate on it. Now, that being said, that's a lot of effort for a small aesthetic choice. This is how you do this. So, as far as taking it apart, I believe you should be able to just take off your back like normal. Just be careful when you're putting everything back together. Make sure everything's where it needs to be. No wires are touching anything, and make sure that you don't mess with anything too much. It should be fine though. I mean, this install was pretty clean, if you look at that. This is just a quick video I had to whip up on my phone because I didn't want to bring my whole camera setup over here for this. But yeah, this is basically the strum setup. You know, more or less what your guitar will look like inside. Usually it'll as I keep doing them, it'll get fancier and fancier. But yes.